Hi there, I'm Dr. Francesca Zampollo, and as you know, I talk about food design. In this video, I want to show you an example of somebody who has used my food design thinking process to do a food design project on their own. As you might know, I launched food design thinking this past January, and in February, I launched the first food design course on food design thinking at the Online School of Food Design. Which you can check out at onlineschoolofdesign.org. So in that course, there was a student called Luciana, and she has done the whole course, and then she has taken everything that I have taught her and all the material that I given her, as well as other students, but Luciana in particular sent me emails to show me all the work that she has done with the food design thinking process. And so now I want to show you what Luciana has been up to and how she has used the food design thinking process. So she sent me this email first, where she wrote that she basically used the process with two different groups and with two different time frames, which is something, of course, that I've explained you can do, because the food design thinking process is completely adjustable to your needs. And so she writes, the two processes of food design thinking that I was guiding came to an end, and right now I'm very proud to say that I can be a food design thinking facilitator, one thing that before of your training I couldn't imagine how, which is already a lot of big satisfaction for me personally as a teacher and as somebody who has created this food design thinking process, to hear that Luciana, for example, has used it and has loved it, and she sees herself being a food design thinking facilitator now, and I love this. And finally, and for me, I can't be more satisfied. I feel I took my first concrete step to bring a transformation in the food industry. This is music to my ears. This is exactly the reason why I do what I do. This is exactly the reason why I wake up in the morning, and the reason why I have taken a lot of time to put together this food design thinking process. And so thank you, Luciana, for sending this note and for taking the course. And thank you to all the other students also who took the course in February, but Luciana was the first one to send me a note. And she also sent me some images of the process that she took while people were working. So here they are doing their food design challenge. So if you look at my food design thinking process, this is the complete one with all the 52 methods. So now they are here, they are in the expand phase, and they are defining their context, basically the food design context. Here they are working. I think they're still in the beginning, first part of the process. And this is Luciana, and here she's probably explaining something. But what I like about this picture that she sent me is the fact that she has a big wall with the PDF material all visible on this wall. And this is something we've talked about it in the course, we've talked about the importance of the space, the design space, and in this case she's lucky enough to have this wonderful space with this big wall that they can fill in during the process. And then after deciding choosing the theme, they're deciding how they will change the world. These are all the PDFs that I have provided as part of the course. So Luciana and every other student just had to print them, and they can use them over and over. And again, we see here the space and how important it is to have a big wall where you can put all your PDFs, and throughout the meetings that you're going to have throughout the weeks, throughout the months, whatever amount of time you have, you can put them up, or you can leave them up if you have that type of space. You can put them up, and once they are up, whatever task you're working on right now, if you forget something, you just have to look at the wall and see what you have done previously, and memories will be sparked again. And here we have the team working. I think they have started working on prototyping. And what I like to see is, of course, all the smiles on these beautiful ladies, because inevitably prototyping is one of the most fun aspects of food design. Again, they're prototyping here. And here is probably one of the share out moments within the group. And one thing that I like here, first of all, the space again. I mean, Luciana has clearly been very, very lucky to have this space, which is not only bright and open, but it's also outside. and you know, you can smell the nature around us. That's brilliant. And by the way, I think Luciana is from Brazil, so the temperature also allows for that. The other thing that I like about this picture is this gentleman clothes. That should be, to me, the mandatory dressing code for every food design thinking meeting, because first of all, within food design thinking, you want to be at ease, you want to be comfortable, but I also think that it's important to spark a little bit of fun. And so this is perfect, and well done to this gentleman for choosing these choosing these clothes. And I think this should be exemplary to all of us doing food design thinking in the future. Again, the beauty of having a big wall where you can put all your maps. Again, these are all PDFs that I provided as part of the course, and Luciana, as the other students, could just print them and then use them. And one thing that I want to bring your attention on, this is an insight map. So basically, we are in this phase of the process where we are exploring our food design context and we are learning from this food design context. In the maps, we make sense of what we have learned. So this is called an insights map. These are all insights. These are all summaries of things that we have learned that we think to be surprising and very interesting and very useful to the understanding of our food context. There is the one thing missing here, probably this is before they have done this second step, and something that is very important to remember whenever we do an insight map, whenever we do any type of map throughout the food design thinking process. There's also one called a context map. Maps are important for two reasons, which are the two also components of a map. A map is made of nodes and links. Insights are our nodes. Nodes are the things that we have learned. And they are extremely important, but they're not the only thing that is important. A map is also very important because of its links. Links should be just lines that connect one insight to another. And why are they important? So insights are important because we have learned something. Brilliant. But when we link insights, when we find relationships, connections between different things that we have learned, that is where we start really making sense of what we have learned. When we find a relationship between different insights, that is where we take what we have learned to the next level, in a sense. That is where we really internalize what we have learned and we make it our own. Creating links is a group activity, and so all together we bring up the value of these insights for our particular process. I want to conclude with this picture, which shows yet again the importance of the space, the importance of having a space where people can move, write on the wall, etc. And with the picture of Luciana saying hello to all of us. Thank you, Luciana, for sharing these pictures with us and for giving me the opportunity to talk about your work and how you have found value in the food design thinking process. If you too are interested in learning about food design thinking, there's two options. You can take one of my food design thinking courses. I don't know when the next one will be, but the best thing for you is to sign up at the online school of food design. And from there, once you sign up, for sure you will receive from me an email telling you when the next course will be. On the other hand, you can start with a little bit of food design thinking DIY by using one of the methods that I have designed and that are available out there. The 4 methods are presented in 4 different books, which you can all find on Amazon. This is a food design thinking method for the food design context exploration. So you are exploring the context. And these 3 are methods for idea generation. All 4 of these methods are actually cards games. They all have cards in here that you can cut and use again and again whenever you're using this method. The first part, there is the explanation of how to use, what the method is about and how to use the cards. In the description below, there is a link where you can find all these books and the videos where I explain how to use each method. Finally, thank you again, Luciana, and thank you to all the food design thinking students that I've had so far. And to all of you, thank you for watching this video. Have a lovely day and happy food design.